Hey guys, Uncommon Roman here, and as promised, today we are going to be taking a look at Alien Artifacts. This got a lot of hype, probably because it embodies a 4X game without being a 4X game. Let's take a look inside really quick. This game was released in October 26th of 2017, so it was actually a pretty recent release. Not exactly 100% new, but definitely a newer game. Let's take a quick look at this. I'm going to move the box out of the way so we can take a look at the rulebook. And again, really sorry, sick, so we're actually just coming off of sickness, so I'm getting over, or getting through the coughing. The rulebook obviously is going to show us the content page, quick rundown of what everything is. It's a very big rulebook and it's actually really colorful. I really enjoy this one. Yeah, it's just a quick look. I have not played this game, and in fact, haven't even read the rules, so I don't know anything about this game yet. But that does mean that you should look forward to a review of this once I have the opportunity to play it, which should be soon, actually. But yeah, this is just a really nice, big, colorful, really great looking art, and just step by step, all your important stuff. So yeah. This is, in my opinion, a really great example of a rulebook done well. Giving picture examples of everything, trying to keep things really concise, explaining things step by step, very colorful, very large book. And then, of course, on the back they have a summary of everything, so just, this is really cool. I did want to point out one thing really quickly that I saw in here the other day. Let me see if I can find it. Which kind of goes over what the 4X's are. And actually, to be honest with you, prior to seeing it, I did not know myself what they stood for. I knew one was Explore. It's right here. One was Explore and one was Expand, but I didn't know anything beyond that. And I had a good idea that Exterminate might be in there, but I wouldn't have picked Exploit as one of the X's at any point in time. But 4X is just exactly what that is. Explore, Expand, Exterminate, Exploit. And it's used mainly in games like Twilight Imperium and Eclipse. Big space games like that. Where those are really the four things you're doing to try and make your empire the best empire. And the reason that you see those right here is because this is, like people have said, supposed to be like a 4X game without actually being a 4X game. And what that kind of typically means is that a 4X game usually takes hours upon hours. You usually have to set aside an entire evening for it. In this particular case, it's nowhere near that as far as time frame is concerned. You should be able to get a game done probably in less than an hour. If you so purchase this on Cool Stuff Incorporated, they will also include a very high quality copy. Let me see if I can get the light. There you go, to trick off that. Of the solo variant, which was created by BGG user Arcanum TL. Very high quality. I was actually pretty impressed by that. Yeah. So they can play it solo. Yay! So this is a look at the player boards here. One of the things I really enjoyed about this, like I do with many other games, like for instance One Deck Dungeon, is that this section right here is for you to underlay cards or put cards next to, and they do something from there. I'm not 100% positive what that is, but yeah. And then they have the bank right here. The player boards are all exactly the same, with the only difference being the I guess the faction, that you're being. So in this particular case, the Star Union. Last one was the Community. The Bionics. The Clone Clans. The League. And the Episcopacy. I think I said that right. I have no idea. That's the Victory Point board. And on the back of all of them is an alternative gender for each. Yep. And then you had a quick glimpse, but now here's the full thing. This is the score track, and then the rounds, with a really epic piece of art on the back. It's really cool. So those are the player boards and the score track. They did a really good job with the insert in here. Take a quick look at that real quick there. The one thing that I thought was really cool is they give you extra space in each of these areas for the cards. When I sleeve it, we will see if this extra space actually does accommodate for sleeves. It looks like it might, but again, I won't know that until after I've had an opportunity to sleeve them. This is an example of, or these cards are the example of their resource engine. Each one of them has a random, well, I guess it's not a random number, but each one of them has a number on it and then random resources. What I did read was that when you're taking these, you're going to take the side with the least amount of resources, so in this case, this side, unless the planet that it is attaching to shares a specific resource side, in which case they'll take that side. So if it was this resource, then they would take that side. I still don't know what the number in the center means yet, but it does increase, so here's the 2s. And then the 3s. Then the 4s, and I think that's the highest it goes, is 4s. Then we have a grouping of just kind of random cards. These are each, if you'll notice, they represent each of the different factions that we looked at earlier. They have the front side showing the League, which is the faction, and then the setup for them, and then the back side shows skill and scoring. And they're all like that. But the main differences here is that they actually are different from each other. And I don't know if this is something that you can use in later games to spice it up, or if this is something that you use as well as the player boards. But yeah, so there's that. These cards are Alien Artifacts. And I'm sure that these are really cool, incredible, amazing cards, but because I know nothing about this game, they are just random cards to me. And then these are defense plans. And these are alien systems. There's only a handful of these. So those are the random cards in there. They also have basic defense plan. Like I said, it may be that you use the basic defense plan for your first game and then you use the other ones kind of as a supplement later on. I want to say that these are turn reference. Tiles of some sort. The back has a nice little glossary, so I'm assuming this is kind of like a player aid or a turn reference of some sort. This neat guy, I don't know what he's for. It also came with this. When you get the game, do not throw this away. It is actually for your turn tracker to indicate where you are, even though it doesn't look like anything. And I very much contemplated throwing it away. A whole bunch of these credits. Player pieces, and a way to cleverly store the player pieces I showed earlier. Take a look at the planets. These are, I think, what I just said, just planets. I like the back. The back has really great art for all of these, but as you can imagine, it's just a different colored sphere every time with something special about them. This side's where you see, like, I don't know, cost and other related stuff. Name. I guess this is just a indication of how much it reduces the cost. And like I said, there's one for each, I think. Stabro. New Essen. A whole planet devoted for gaming. Bowie. A whole planet devoted for David Bowie. So those are the planets. This all looked like tech of some sort to me, or other related stuff. So like strategic assault program, power and diversification program, alternate transport route, fleet extension program, strategic offensive plan, hybrid targeting system, Yamishi 32Y-2 attack system, automated fleet construction, there you go, war spoils extraction system, looters, huh, new ship development facility, industrial expansion program, dynamic growth program, Yamishi transformative executive program, Cilician parallel extraction carrier, Vorsh power suit, Cilician interterran research, intersystem investment bank, flexible resource extraction, Vorsh spectrum MK2, looks like a floating weapon, new investment fund, resource value management program, intersystem market dominance program, shareholders transfer center, deep analytics and research program, Yamishi Galaxy mapping servers, open market exchange, Vorsh VK-15 garrison mechs, Cilician orbital warehouse, general capital dominance, stock exchange program, and that guy does not look happy, he looks very unhappy. Diversified colonization fleet, new frontier program, Cilician hull drive, Yamishi TI-86 mapping system, Cilician adaptation controller, Vorsh 22 enhanced military drive, additional galaxy mapping servers, Yamishi exploration policy, Cilician source tracking system, early resource harvesting program. So techs and programs and other type of stuff to make you better. And then we have the ships. ESS Cyclone, Fractal, My Anna, Pathfinder, Professor Banshikov, Timmy, Tongue, GLS Momentum, Pandora, Frania. Then we get into a bigger ship, Luna University or Univ 2. I assume that's Universal or University or something to that effect. 17-8-66. Harlequin, Theseus, Kaze, Prinz von Pless, SS Alice, Pegasus, Capricorn, Valesio, Apocalypse, and I believe we just got bigger, yep. GLS Bravery, GLS Zarina, Sunny, 00-277-712, HWSS Unstoppable. It's always bad news when you name it something like that. Freddy Q, SS Manticore, Odin 3-V, Jesser Widow, then we get even bigger, CS Maria, Baroque, CS Katharina, Cow Queen, okay, 07-522 or 552-664, Ol Earth, New Bremen, 0110011101, Black Plague, and Vengeance. So those are ships. And that's the game, really. There's nothing left in the box. You put the stuff away. We'll take a look at it in the box again. Like I said, the insert is really nice. I think that game companies have been doing better and better with their inserts to try and make them more accommodating, especially for sleeves. Like I said, haven't tested it yet. It looks like it's big enough that it could accommodate sleeves. You got enough play in there, so it should be able to accommodate the sleeves. I don't like the fact that the edges are rounded here, so if the sleeve is too big, you're going to end up bending up the corners of your sleeves. So that's kind of a bummer. But until I test it, I actually don't know. One of the things I will say about this game is that it is gorgeous. Like, right out of the box, everything about it, component quality, everything is just so incredibly nice. I love the fact that they have the gloss followed by the matte. I will say, however, that you notice that they do it on both sides. So they got the gloss over the person, and then on the other side they have the gloss over the person. However, for some reason, some of the cards it didn't work so well on. So this character here in the middle should be all glossy, and in fact so should these side things, but you're noticing that they're actually still textured, and I'm not particularly sure why, even though on the other side we got that nice gloss look to it. So somewhere in the printing something happened. Here's another example where it's like, hey, what happened, guys? Another one. And this one you can tell it's not like they even tried. Like, it's the same. It's pretty bad. I don't know what happened. But yeah. Other than that tiny little complaint, the component quality here was amazing. You know, they have room for everything in here. Granted, they don't have any room for any expansion aside from just cards. So if they add extra player sheets or they add any other types of tokens or anything like that, really you're going to be limiting yourself. But they give you a large box to work with, so maybe one day Broken Token might do something here and really utilize the space that's in here, assuming that there is an expansion, which I assume there is one in the future for this game. There will obviously be a video eventually of a review for how this plays and everything. I just haven't had an opportunity to play it yet. I haven't even had an opportunity to sleeve it yet, so there you go. But that is Alien Artifacts, released in October of 2017 by Portal Games. Supposed to be a very incredible game. As I mentioned earlier in the video, a 4K experience without being 4K, which basically means that it doesn't take nearly as long to play. So I guess we'll see if that holds up. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know down in the comments below. let me know if there's anything you want me to look over in the future. Sorry again for the quality of my voice. Trying to get through all of that. And we'll see you next time, alright? Peace.